All right, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that you need to know before you start watching my videos is the purpose of this channel is for education and entertainment, mostly education with some entertainment, and mostly for my students. Really, it's an opportunity for me to showcase my algorithm and for my students to see it working and me to be able to talk about the trades and why I'm taking the trades and things like that. This is not a channel where I'll be showing you that I'm making millions of dollars. So family rules, you won't be seeing that. Some traders out there want to put their stuff out. I don't even know why they do that. Like on social media in a public sphere, hey, look at me, I made 20,000 today, 50,000 today, all that stuff. That will not happen on this channel. The most you'll see me making here is anywhere from 50 bucks to $1,000 in a day would be the most once we get to that level of scaling. And then I'll reset and we'll be looking at 50 bucks and we'll be scaling back to, a thousand a day or so. And we'll just keep resetting that scaling. But family rules will not be showing you on this my social media that I'm making tons of money. Second thing is I'm trading with Thinkorswim. That's my platform that you see here on the screen. So you got my two windows on futures trading. Same thing, it'll be Thinkorswim. So you'll see that I trade futures and the equities market with these videos. I trade based off of my algorithm, the simple switch algorithm, and it's got different settings. Same algo, but different settings for futures market, for equities market, and different types of trading. It's got different settings for it. So I'll be trading off of that. Links below if you're interested in learning more about the algo. All the education over there is free, as well as the trading log that you'll see. You can get the link below, which will give you that log, so you can go over there and explore all that stuff. So when you're looking at my screen, okay, now when you're looking at my screen, you'll see these the chart markups, and you'll see yellow. Wherever I put yellow is an entry. So when it's yellow like this, it's the algo ideal entry. And then you may see a yellow like this, and that is where I actually got in, and it'll be touching the candle that I got in on. And then the location. Red are my stops, green are my targets. And then if you want to learn how the algo works so you can better understand what I'm doing when I'm doing my trades, over at the link below, you can go over there and learn all about the algo. It's completely free for that whole education. It's free to learn about my trading plan, my strategy, everything that I teach about trading is free over there. Only thing that costs money is if you decided to buy the algo, then that would cost money. But you can apply a lot of the stuff that I teach over there, including my strategy and trading plan, to your own strategies and help maybe improve your game. So all that is definitely free. I don't charge for any of that education. Only the algo if that's something you decided to add to your list. So then sometimes you'll see on here me doing experiments, which I'm going to try to do another one later on this year when I get a little more time. But I love to do trading experiments. We blow up accounts, but we do it in the purpose of education, showing you that certain trading techniques or strategies sometimes just don't work. And we play with some different concepts and blow up accounts, real accounts, small accounts, but still real accounts. And you'll also see some small accounts as well, like when we do offshore brokers and things like that. So, and then of course, educational videos I'll be putting out as well. So there's a lot of different content here. So if you can give me the like, hit that like button, that would help me a lot with the YouTube. And if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you can be notified whenever I upload new content. And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is trading is very risky. Do not place a trade based on what you see here or whatever I say. I'm not telling you what to do. If it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, it's me just thinking out loud. And most traders will lose all of their money. I am strictly speculating. I do not have a crystal ball. So, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please do not take financial advice from me. This is strictly to talk about how I trade, to teach about how I do things, and for your entertainment. All right, so now the legal stuff is out of the way. Let's get into today's trades. All right, good morning, everybody. Today is September 3rd. September 3rd. This year feels like it's going to be over soon. So I wanted to give you a little inside look or realistic look on what my trading day is like when I'm not trying to do social media and stuff like that. So basically, I come to the market around 9:15-ish, 9:10, 9:15, and I kind of I just pull up and look and see what's going on with the ticker that I'm trading, or tickers. Just so I get an idea. Then I'll go back and just kind of re-review the last few days of what the ticker did. So right here, we kind of hit the target I just barely missed it, right? And then it went back up, and it had to be a speed bump to win. So it's kind of an iffy whether that's a 0 or a 1 on the thing. And then I look over here, I'm like, oh, we had a straight loser to a speed bump there. So 2 not great trades, basically. We had a really good trade right there. That was like instant winner, pretty much 2-hour instant winner almost. No trade. Just kind of get a refresh of what's happening with this ticker. Nice winner. All right, so we're coming off of the last week or so. We had 2 winners. We had a no trade. And then we had 2 not so good trades. So that kind of plays a factor in my share size. So right now, risk reward, $250 risk reward. So looking at 2 not so great trades, a 0 trade, and then some nice winners. Today I may go a little bit bigger than that 250 reward, but I'm going to stay kind of close to it. If we had a double loser back here, like right here, then I'd be going really big on my share size today. But maybe we'll do a little bit more than that because the probability is in our favor right now. So we might bump it up to like 300 or 400. And then after I look at my tickers, I go over to my log. Then over here in the log, then I'll go over to calculator. I purposely don't go look at P&L in the log and all that stuff before I start trading. I don't really want to look at that stuff because I don't want it to influence me too much. So I'm going to put my risk at, we're going to go with 400. I'm going to go a little heavier than our 250. And then I got JD. JD right now is trading at, we're going to say $81, $80. 80, it's actually at 79.70, but it could boost from here and go to 80. We'll go to 80, 81. The reason why I'm doing that is I just want buying power. I got to fix that. What is our buying power based on swings and all that good stuff right now that we have out, which we got some of those lowered down. 1. Let's just go with 100. Make it even 100K. Oops. 1, 2, 3. All right. So there we go. So now we got JD. I know I can afford 1,200 shares right now around the $81 range. So as I put my, whatever my risk reward is in here, I can see that if I can afford those shares. So if it's 30 cents, I couldn't afford to get a $400 risk reward on it. I would need 1,333 shares for that kind of move to be able to capitalize on that. So I won't be able to get that much if that's what it is. So that's why I need to know over here. So I don't go and put this into my order window box and then try to jump in the trade and then it doesn't work. I'm like, oh no, how much can I afford? And then it's it's already on the way. It's moving. So I miss out basically. So that's why it's really important to know how many shares you can afford of each ticker, and then what the share size is based on my risk. And this I get based on the move that's taking place. Okay, so based on the move that's taking place is right here. So the algo is telling me I get in at the close of this candle. My target's here, my stop is here, and then I can look here and see what the move is that we're looking at. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna go from 79.37 to 79.87, and then I can put that spread into my calculator, and then I'll buy the correct number of shares so that when I hit this mark and I get out, I'm only losing around. It's not exact, but around what the plan is up here for max risk. So that's why I do that. So great. So calculator's all set up. I got my 400 in. JD's around the correct price range and how many shares I can afford to buy of that today. And that's it. And if I was trading more tickers, then I would go ahead and add those other tickers into this area down here, whatever I was watching, and I'd put their prices in so that I can have an accurate view of what I can afford as an individual. As a group, if I was going to buy them all the same time, the most I can afford was 247 shares. So I know that if I want to be able to buy all of these at the same time, I need to not exceed 247 shares on any one ticker to be able to make sure I have enough buying power available. Now, granted, if I need to buy 300 of one and 100 shares of another, then, I could start monkeying with that. As long as the average doesn't exceed 247, then I know I can buy my entire group and trade my whole portfolio. So that's what the max shares group is there. So anyway, so that's it. So traders, so I got my stuff set up. So I'm going to go ahead now and just kind of hang out, grab a drink, whatever. And then 10 minutes or so, the market opens, pull up the gap list and a couple other things for some other stuff I do on the side. And I just wait for the market to open. So that's it. All right, buddy. And then when we get into the market, I'm going to show you basically how I normally trade the market when I'm not trying to trade social media. So Be a lot less talking today. It'll be more. You'll see how it goes. It's a lot easier, a lot low key. It's in and out, go play with the kids kind of thing, and come back to money. So I'll show you all that in about what do we got? 15 minutes. Okay, so we got JD switching here. So we're at let's see here, 79.37, 78.97. So about 38 cents. So let me go over to the log. JD. 38 cents, 38. So 1,052 shares is what I should be getting. So I'm going to go up to my little box up here, type in 1,052, hit enter so that it takes. And then we'll wait for this candle to confirm, and then we'll be jumping to JD short with a $400 risk reward, and then we'll mark it up. Okay, so we got about 10 seconds, and we click the sell button right here, sell market for shorting. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're in. Now we're gonna go ahead and mark it up. Let's zoom in here. Put my speed bump in. We'll go with 2,200. Sometimes it lets me put my speed bump depending on buying power. Sometimes I gotta do it manually, like when it actually happens. All right. 1,052. All right, and then we'll just add to that here in a second, if we get tagged, which we might right now. Just wanted to break the high of this candle. All right, cool. So there we go. Speed bumped. Things are happening fast this morning. All right, the scary part is we could just be in a consolidation here, and my stop for my speed bump is inside that consolidation, so could get stopped out here. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my OCO order. If this was looked like it was pulling down, I'd go put my stop in real quick, but we're good to go, I think. So OCO, we're long, so we're gonna sell to get out. I'll come over here and I'll grab these and I'll move them. Moving quick here, so I'm gonna try to put this at 2R where JD likes to give, and then I'll just trail this one up if that opportunity comes. Okay. Oh no. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the table because I just messed that one up. I was trying to capture a little. I like to put my stop in when it pulls back. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and just capture that, and then we'll take our $85. So a green day, all good, going into the weekend. So again, speed bump is not necessarily to make a bunch of profit. It's about breaking even, so it can have a zeroed out day or reduce the loss. So it worked out really nice to be able to get into this trade and have everything go. Look, of course, as soon as I get out, it's gonna go like to the moon. But doesn't matter. That's for somebody else to make that money. My strategy is what my strategy is. Rules are what the rules are, and if I follow all those, I know at the end of the year I'm making a lot of money. So whatever I left on the table, I left it on the table. All good. So I was going to try to show you how a normal day goes, but this was not a normal day. It doesn't usually happen this fast. Typically, this trade will take a little longer, as you all know. And I'll put my OCO orders in, and I'll mark it up to get alerts. And I was going to show you all of that, but I guess we'll have to wait till Monday for that. All right, well, let me put all this in the log, and then we'll bring everything to you and shut it down for the weekend. See you on Monday. So here's a ticker from my family account, which we're on a super premium trade right now. So I'm going to go ahead and trade that in this account, and we'll see. It should be a good trade. 61.75 because it's on a super premium. 62, 61.75, 62 roughly. A little more, so about 25 cents. I'll put that in the calculator just to be sure, which I already pretty much know what that's going to be, but I'll do it anyway. So 1,600 shares, which we cannot afford, as we talked about earlier, right? I can only afford 1,200 shares. So we're just going to max out right now. 1,200 is all we can get. So we'll take our 1,200, and then when this candle closes here in 15 seconds, see if I could show you how I normally trade these with putting the alerts in. We got 10 seconds. We also got permission on this, which is really nice. I trade this in the switchback and also trade it on a permission play. So I could trade it once or twice in a day. But this one has permission with the switchback, and it's a super premium. So very good. Only downside is the tower candle, but all good. Okay, so trade is in, and I'm going to go over here to my OCO order. Or at least I got my stop in, rather. We're selling to get out. What's the spread? 3 cents. All right, so just replace that order with Thinkorswim. I didn't have to cancel that order I was already in. It asked me if I want to replace it with this new one, and I said yes. So I got that in. Boom, target in. All that good stuff's in. So then I'll come over here and I'll right-click on the chart, and because around 90% of the way I want to be able to move my stop to break even. So right-click, and then I'll put create an alert down here, and then at or above, create. And then I'll get my alert in. So I'm going to cancel this alert real quick, show you something. So right click, create alert. So you also have to, when you're doing alerts, sound, click on that, and you scroll down, and you have to make sure you choose what it is that you want. Send text message during market hours, after market hours, whatever that is. So push notification. So send text message is what I'm putting in, and then create. All right, there you go. So that's why I make sure I get my text message to my phone, and then I can come back in the office and move my stop up once it gets to that target. Now, if it moves fast, and then I get, I hit my 1-to-1, that's awesome. But if it doesn't, and it's right there on the cusp, then I have the opportunity to move that up if I want to, and also move my stop up to break even plus a couple bucks. So that's how I do it. And then I'm not, there we go. So we just got our alert on that one, letting me know that we're in around 90% range. So I'm going to move my stop up now to break even. Plus a couple bucks. We got a few cents spread there. All right. So now we got a green trade in. And then if I see it like this, I can go ahead and move it to there if I want, and then trail this one up to 62.23 once we breach through 62.23. Or I could just say, okay, great, move my stop to there, and then walk back out of the office and not sit here and wait for this this movement to happen. So, and that's kind of how I trade it all day long, traders. And I'm not captive in my office. I can be out doing other things, and I'm not stuck here all day long watching this. I can be over there playing Xbox, maybe play with my kids, jump in the pool, whatever it is. Or I can leave the house. I got my alerts set up. All the stuff, when it's all marked up, automatically translates to the phone. So then I can be out. And then when I get the text message, I can go on my phone, make adjustments, and keep on going. And I don't have to be captive at my computer. So that's how I like to trade. But with the social media thing and trying to talk and explain stuff so that my students can watch and learn, and anybody who's interested in just learning what I do can get a better idea, it makes me captive here in the morning. But for the most part, when I'm trading without social media, that's how I do it. It makes it really nice and easy. And I do hate it when my break even plus a couple bucks is inside that first candle like that, because any retracement I can get tagged out and miss out on the full profit. But that's how it is, and it's a numbers game at the end of the year. Like I said, just following these rules that I have, following my strategy, is how I make all my money. So, and yeah, sometimes I get tagged out and then it runs without me, and I miss out on the profit. That's just part of the game. All good as long as I rinse, repeat, and keep doing the same thing, not break my rules, and stay focused and trade my opportunities, making money. And my results are not typical traders. Not everybody is going to make money in the market. It's just the way it is. Most people do not make money. Even people who try to copy me might not make money. It's just, it is the way it is. That's the way the market is. So here we go. We're going to get tagged out right here. And we'll take our $62 and call it a day. Yep, I know I saw 200 and change on there. The very next candle, this thing might go up $5. Who knows? But all good. That's my day. So there you go. So we got 2 down, and it's 10:05. All right, everybody. That'll do it for today. We'll see you. I'll show you the log for JD, and we'll recap JD real quick. I'll show you the log, and then we'll call it a day. All right, everybody. See you. So JD, here we are with JD. So yeah, so went through that little area right there, right here as well. So it hit that a few times, and that's it. This is, like I said, it's the resistance area. So happy to take that little bit of profit that we got on JD when it could have been a 0 day. Instead it was a profit day, which is pretty sweet. We'll add that to the MRVL, and it turned out to be not a bad day. So let's go ahead and put those in the log and then see how that affected us. All right, so JD here real quick. I'm sorry, not JD, Marvel real quick here, MRVL. So there's a trade here on this candle, and there's a trade that we just took right here on the strategy we just talked about. So this trade on this candle was actually an accidental trade. I was monkeying around this morning, and I put an order in, and yeah, I didn't actually mean to do that. So I ended up in Marvel, and I basically got out immediately. I was like, oh no. As soon as I heard the chimes, I was like, what just happened? Went to MRVL, and then I saw that I was in the trade, and I was in profit, and I was like, flatten. That flatten button right here, flatten, get out. So we ended up with a little extra money. So the trade we just took only netted us $12 because it backed up when it would have been around $150, which would have been nice. But is what it is. So we take that 12 on top of this. So little accidental money in there today. All right, let's go check out the log. I did not add the accidental trade to this. It was profit. This one down here is JD. This was our speed bump. And switch back. Yep. Single red. Try to take note sometimes on the number of candles that the switches take place on to see if there's a trend there. All right, cool. So I didn't add that extra $40 or so that MRVL gave. I'm just going to let that be bonus money in the background. It was an accidental trade. It's not really a part of my success, if you will, from the strategies and all that stuff. All right, so there we are with that. So over in dashboard. So dashboard in August, we had every Thursday was a red day. We finally broke that in September, so thank goodness. So we do got a lot to recover still from Wednesday, but whatever, we'll slowly get there. We had 2 flat trades basically today. And then Monday we'll be back to get back on that. And then scaling ladder wise, that still leaves us in a 250 range. We must be really close to filling in this green bar right here. So when we come back on Monday, because we did have that flat trade pretty much for the last 3 trades with JD, we'll go a little heavy on Monday as well, looking for a little bit of a higher probability trade because we've had a couple flat days. I don't have very many red full double losers. They do happen. But double losers as in, you buy long, then you speed bump it to the short side, and then it's the loser again. That doesn't happen very often. It's like a 93% green day with JD. So I will boost my risk a little bit on Monday, looking for a higher probability trade. So everybody have an awesome weekend. See you Monday.